Maria from Raw Food, and today I want to tell you how I educate my little daughter. I recently shared the video about the raw vegan diet of my daughter and what she's eating in a day, and if you haven't checked this out, I will link this over here. And then I got the question what or how I'm educating my daughter, and to be honest, I don't really do that at all. And this may sound a bit extreme or radical to a lot of people, but I'm following more these unschooling and homeschooling advices, and they say that children don't really need to be educated or to go to a school. It's more like exploring the world together with them when they are ready. For example, if they are asking you, okay, how is it working? How does the toilet flush and how this is working? Then you need to act and sit down with your child and explain it, or watch a movie about this on YouTube or something like this. Because then the children or the child is interested in that, and then it's more willing to learn this, instead of you sit down with the child and say, okay, now you have to learn how to flush the toilet or how that works. Because then they are not open and they are not interested and they will not take it in. So this is also how I'm doing that with my daughter, and how does it look in everyday life. For example, when I'm making food and then she shows me that she wants to join, and of course she can always join what I'm doing, and then she's showing me all these different fruits and veggies, and then I'm telling her, yeah, that's a bell pepper, and that is an apple, that's a banana, and she's really pointing out the different things, and she likes that game. And sometimes she has 2 kiwis in her hands, and then it's like 1 kiwi, 2 kiwi, or this kiwi is green and the other one is yellow, and this is how she learns. Then another thing is also that I don't say things like, can you please share with the other girls or with the other boys? I'm doing it more like I'm living as a good example. For example, when we are on the playground and I have a box of blueberries and Lorella wants some and there are other kids around, then I'm going around and ask the other kids if they also want to have some blueberries. And then Lorella is taking the blueberries and giving them to the other kids, just because she sees me or she watches me doing that. And I think this is the best way to go. As you can see here, Lorella doesn't really have a lot of toys, because I don't buy toys at all. Everything she has I got from friends or from family, and I got plenty more than this. But I only have a few things handy to her, and this is her favorite things, and sometimes I change them so that she gets some renewals. But I learned that if you have too many things, then the kids can't choose. So that's why I only have little things handy to her. And also because I think if we have a piece of paper, then we are making something out of this paper, like a plane or some other funny things. And this is how she develops her creativity. And I really like doing this because this reminds me of my childhood. And this is also, a good thing to save money. And it's fun. And I also can see that Lorella is more willing to join the things I do. For example, if I'm doing the laundry, then she's really interested how the washing machine is spinning around, or hanging up all the clothes or taking it down, and she really likes it and she's really interested in that. And a colleague of mine, he told me, wait until your kid is 18 months, then you really want to put it into kindergarten. But I don't feel that at all, and Lorella is now 1.5 years old. Another thing is that I don't really play so often with Lorella, because I also read that the children, they are developing their creativity more or better when they are playing alone. And because sometimes it's good that they feel bored or bored out, because then they start to be creative and they find things to play. And this is why I don't really play that often with her. Only if she takes my hand and really shows me she wants to play, or she wants to have a look into a book or a magazine or something like this. And then I also do treat Lorella with a lot of respect. I don't talk like this childish voice or childish language like I really respect her, and I talk to her as I talk to my boyfriend. and I also explain a lot of things to her, and I did that from the beginning. For example, how I teached her that she has to suck on the breast or drink something when we are taking off and landing. I was giving her the breast always when we are taking off and landing, and I was telling her, even when she was 3 months and we were flying for the first time, I was telling her, okay, now you have to suck on the breast, because then you won't have difficulties with your ears. And I don't know if she understood it back then, but now she's doing it because I told her so each and every time. And kids, they are so smart and they know so much more than we often do believe, and that's me included. And then I have 2 other things that I want to share with you. It's also like if Laurella is crying, I don't let her cry. You could think that I'm not consequent or something like this, but I'm really consequent with certain things. Like she is not allowed to have a scissor or a knife in her hand, and she knows that this is mine, and she's not allowed, and I'm really consequent. But if she don't want to go to a certain place, or she don't want to give me a kiss or something like this, then I don't force her to do that, or let her cry or something like this. Then I try to find another possibility. Also, when I want her to come, I don't say, Laurella, now you have to come. I did that once or twice in the beginning of being a young mother, but then or now I learned that if I'm doing like, Laurella, where's my Laurella? And then she's coming so happy, running into my arms, and that's fun for me and for her. So this works so much better instead of getting angry. So this is also something I'm doing. And then I also tell her things like, I love you, I do respect you, I see you, and like, you are perfect just the way you are, and things like this. Because I learned that children really get a good self-feeling and good self-confidence when I tell her this. And now when I'm going to bed with her, then she's lying here on my breast and her head close to my head, and then I'm touching her body and massaging her a bit, and then I'm whispering, I love you, Laurella. Kuschel, 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 kuschel. You are perfect just the way you are. And she really enjoys that so much. And one last thing that I want to share with you, children, they don't want to hear all the time, well done, good job, that was good. Because then they think it's normal to hear that, and in the more adult life, or when they go to work, they won't hear that, and they will feel like they get the feeling that, oh, I'm not good anymore, or I'm not doing a good job, because they're not hearing that all the time. So I learned that children just want to be seen. So I'm not saying, great, Laurella, how you're playing, good job. No, I'm not doing that. I don't say I never do it, but I do it very seldom, and I really choose the situations when I'm doing that. I'm more like saying, Laurella, I see you. You're playing with your balls, and you're playing with this, or you're building a tower. I see that. How do you think? How does it feel? And because I don't want to say, that's fun, isn't it? Because then I tell her that's fun, but she should experience herself if that is fun or not. So these were my experience and my tips and tricks, how I don't educate my daughter. And now I'm interested and curious to hear from you. How do you educate your daughter? Do you do it more the traditional way? And I also want to be clear, I don't judge any other way than my way. It's just I find my way for me the best. And I really believe that each and every parent is doing it always the best they can. So please leave me a comment how you are doing it. Do you think my way is radical or extreme? And if you like this video and want more about this, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for free if you don't want to miss out on videos like this. And I say see you in the next video. Let's rock, Maria.